Preparing. All right, we're live.
Okay, well, let's get the meeting started. Welcome to the Board of Park Commissioners meeting for Tuesday, May 4th. Please call the roll.
Mr. Cappers,
Here.
Mr. Emmerich,
Here.
Mrs. Westfall.
Okay, we have a couple sets of minutes in front of us, those of April 6th and April 20th for consideration. Are there any additions, deletions, or additions to those minutes? Jordan, do you see anything?
Yeah, I did. And no, nothing additional.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion to go ahead and approve those minutes.
And I'll make a motion to approve them.
I'll second the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? They stand approved.
Look up and take one of those cards to the other range.
I'm sorry, who said what?
That would be Kyler, who's not on mute.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Drake, do you have a report in addition to that you have attached to the minutes?
Yeah, just a couple things. First of all, I want to thank our crews. As you know, April and May are extremely busy for us, and we've had a very productive April. I just want to thank all the work that they've put in throughout the month. Also, along that note, I want to thank Dave Brown for his service to the department. As you received his resignation letter, he did take a position with our electrical department. He was a huge asset to the department, and just want to thank him and wish him very best as he moves on to the electrical department. So with that, right now that vacancy is posted internally. That closes this afternoon. If no one puts in internal, we will go to the civil service list to try to get that filled as soon as possible. So that's in the works. I want to thank Rotary Club and the volunteers that have been working at the pollinator habitat at Treasure Island. They have a work evening planned for next Thursday. We've got about 350 plant plugs coming, and they will be planting those on the site next Thursday. I believe they've got help from Rotary, Interact Club. Ruth Boel with the Bruckner Nature Center has been very instrumental in that. And so just want to thank all of them for that continued effort. The fitness station at Duke Park with the Pella grant, that's been installed. The sign is on order from Western Ohio Graphics. So I anticipate within the next week to 2 weeks, we should have that sign in, and that will be installed, and that project will be completely finished. If you've not been out there, I encourage everybody to take a look at that. It's going to be a really, really nice amenity. I think it will get heavily used at Duke Park. One more thing, the basketball court project, we had the donation that was collected in memory of Grant Gillespie. So that project is well underway now. The poles have been reset. We poured larger concrete footings. Those poles have been straightened and reset, and brand new backboards installed. The poles have been painted, the benches installed, and the bronze plaque is installed. So at this point, we're just waiting on temperatures and weather conditions to improve to be able to have asphalt seal coaters come in and do the seal coating work and the stencil work for the lines and the center court graphics. So she anticipated within the next few weeks, hopefully they'll be able to be here and get that done, and that will be wrapped up, but it's coming along nicely.
Jeremy, are you taking in charge of getting them a thank you note for their contribution?
Yes, I believe, Abby, maybe did we already do that last year?
Yes.
I thought
Okay,
we
great.
had. Yeah. So I'll keep everybody posted. I'm sure we'll want to do some kind of dedication, probably both for that project and the Pella project, but as we move forward here in the next few weeks. But
Great.
I'll keep everybody posted as we move along. And I think that's all I have.
You discussed plant plugs out there in the Treasure Island. What kind of vegetation is it that's being planted?
There's a whole variety, and I don't have the list right in front of me. These are all flowering plants that obviously more geared toward the monarch butterflies, but also we also know of the honeybee situation and the struggle that they've had. They'll also benefit from the plants that are being planted out there. They're all natives to the prairie lands and beneficial to the pollinators. So I apologize for not having the list right in front of me, but it's a whole list. Kind of recommended list put together by Ruth Boel, and I believe Donnie Knight from the Fish and Wildlife Service may have weighed in on that as well.
Good. Great. Any questions of Mr. Drake? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. You're on mute yet. Do you have anything to add to your report, sir?
Just a couple things. Tent rentals are going very well. We're working in conjunction with Jeremy's staff, and I don't know exactly where we stand at this point, but I think we're probably at about 2/3 full with those reservations. I know it's been a lot of work on Matt and Carrie's part to get this coordinated, but they seem to be going really well, and I would anticipate, I don't know what Jeremy thinks, but we're probably going to fill up all of the reservation slots before we're done with it. So that's going really well. We just got done filling the pool, and Patterson Pools was here yesterday. So now we're working on starting to get the water balance so we can start getting our guard staff in and get all of them trained and ready to go for the season, which begins on May the 29th. And outside of that, we are continuing to hold some vaccination clinics here. We've got a couple of them left yet here in the month of May. May 13th will be the last one. And then we'll hit graduation week before we start back for summer ice. Outside of that, I believe that's it, unless there are any other questions on the submitted report.
Urban Meyer was supposed to be coming to Troy during COVID. He's canceled that. Has he ever rescheduled, or is that now gone since he's now a pro coach?
At this point, that particular speaker is not coming back. The chamber is working on some other potential possibilities for either later this year in the fall or potentially in the spring. So they're just trying to determine who they're bringing in at this point, but no one has been definitively scheduled to date.
Great. Any questions of Mr. Seiler?
No.
Seiler, very good.
Thank you.
Brewer,
Yes, sir.
do
Good
you have
afternoon.
anything to add to your report, sir?
We obviously continue to be very busy out here. April was another good month for us. So, slowed down maybe the last 2 or 3 days with some rain, but what's bad for golfers is good for the golf course. So it's a nice time to get some grow in out on the golf course. So we did over this past weekend on May 1st have a chance to host a drive, chip, and putt local qualifier at our facility for juniors, which is a nationally sponsored program. If you watch the Masters at all and watch the Sunday before, they usually have a televised national finals for the drive, chip, and putt competition. So we had a chance to reach out to our local Southern Ohio PGA, and so they run the event, and we were able to act as a host site for that. We had about 36 juniors between the ages of 7 and 15 from all over Southwest Ohio on Saturday for that, and that went very well. So that was kind of our first event, so to speak, of the year. But other than that, just day-to-day business as usual.
Very good. Any questions of Mr. Brewer? Kyler, at our last meeting, we talked a little bit about a maintenance shed out there. Have you taken that place?
Yeah, so I've since then kind of sat down with Ryan Leach, the superintendent, and kind of assessed what we think that building should be, where it should be located. And right now we've got a company coming in next Tuesday to kind of survey the site and try to put together at least an estimate of what it would take for a building to go there. And then 2 other companies that we're waiting to hear back from. I know that there's a lot of these companies are pretty booked out, so it's kind of hard to get somebody in to try to put together an estimate.
Gotcha. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
No planning commission report. The new business item, potential for a baseball and softball tournament. Who's leading that discussion?
Yeah, so I can start. This is very similar to what they've done in the past. This is for potential dates or a potential tournament, I should say. I believe in your packet, you've got some correspondence from Dave Palmer, the athletic director, with dates. Right now, they're proposing Tuesday, May 18th for North Market baseball, as well as Thursday, May 20th. And then potential softball games being Monday, May 10th and Wednesday, May 12th. This would be an event that they would charge admission for, that's similar to what they've done in the past. And they're just asking again that this is potential. The higher seed gets the home field advantage. But just asking for the board's approval to be able to move forward with charging admission.
Any discussion?
I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, no issues here.
Okay, you want to entertain a motion to that effect? Okay, I'll make a motion and approve the charging of admission, and that the Board of Education, Troy City Schools can go ahead and have OHSAA tournament baseball and softball games at the baseball field.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Mr. Cappers,
Yes.
Mr. Emmerich,
Yes.
Mrs. Westfall.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Does staff have anything else they want to discuss?
No, sir.
Mayor, I see you're online. Do you want to make any comments?
Nope, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. Commissioners have anything they want to discuss? If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Okay, we stand adjourned. Thank you for your attendance.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.